sale started at 7:30. I didn't come out real well, but it's okay.